We're creating.
Hey, it's Valentine's time. Hi, everybody.
Valentine's.
Yes. So we are here together to talk about everything we love about being tall.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. Making up our own words over here.
I do.
But yeah, so we kind of wanted to be in the theme a little bit for the Day for Lovers. But we wanted to kind of maybe write a love letter to height, right? To being tall, and for you all to celebrate that with us. And what is your favorite thing about being tall and rocking your height?
An attention grabber.
Yes.
Good or bad. Good or bad. It's all in how you take it, but it's instant. Like no way to not be noticed when you walk in.
That is true.
So I try to make the most of it.
Yeah. I would definitely agree with that because, our height speaks volumes for us. So the way you carry yourself as you carry that height, I think is important. You have to show, how you enjoy.
You have to work it.
You got to work it. That's right.
You have to work
it. So that speaks to posture, the way you carry yourself, right? You got to kind of think of all those things. Right. And I know some people don't realize they kind of shrug down. Yeah, I know I had that with it when I was younger. I didn't realize it, but somebody took a picture of me with my friends back in high school, and when I look back at it, all my friends were shorter than me, and I realized I was kind of I don't think I was intending to slouch. But it's like I was trying to come down to where they were. And when I saw it, I was like, I don't like that.
Right.
And from that moment, I started paying attention to how I carried myself. Yeah. I think that being tall is sexy. I mean, our long legs, right? All these long extremities. So I think it's just sexy, So that's what I love about it. It's easy
because everybody wants to be taller to be sexy.
That's why
they don't want you to be tall.
Exactly. Well, Well, people will ask us, we all know, why do you wear heels? Because they're cute. Yeah, it's cute. It looks good with the clothes, right? It makes the outfit look better. So
that's always been a topic for people. And I'm like, heels is a part of the outfit.
Yeah.
You can't wear flats with everything. If that was the case, then all shorter people should wear heels. If you want all tall people to wear flats, every outfit doesn't carry a flat well.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
but yeah, I love when I could find clothes that fits my length and how that it drapes so nicely on a longer frame. So that's something else. I think it's just stately. It's very,
that's a good way to put it.
Right? So yeah. So what else? What else do we love? Oh my gosh. Well, okay,
I don't need help getting anything off the top shelf.
I was just thinking that. you know why? Because people always ask, can you get that for me? And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's like a struggle for some people, right?
No, because I'm always like, can you get that one?
Do you really? I've never done that.
I do it all the time. They're like, can you get this off the top shelf for me? And I'll be like, yeah, do you mind getting
I've never done that. But have any of you ever done that? I mean, I know we get I can't reach that can you get it thing, but I've never done the other way.
But I had a lady that I saw she was struggling and I went to help her, and then she kind of put it back. But I think she was just being a little prejudiced. I started throwing at her. I'm just kidding.
Don't do that. Now, another thing I do love, and this has to do with our tall brothers and guys out there, but particularly with the guys. I love, two things. I love walking in a room and being the tallest woman in the room oftentimes. I don't know, something, like if I walk in another woman that's taller, which happens, I'm like, I don't know why I do that.
But have you ever noticed if you're in the vicinity of another tall woman, you guys kind of have this, hi, like we're in a family or something.
Yeah, it's almost like a connection, right? Yeah, and it's unspoken at first.
And they kind of creep into your area, want to try to make conversation with you.
And sometimes it's almost like you end up, well, back in the day when hugs were a thing, we end up like hugging or embracing or high-fiving or something to kind of
like a secret society. Where's you?
Yeah.
Where have you been? I thought it was just me.
Yeah. And then the other thing I was saying was with guys, like I love being in a room with guys who are my height or taller. Like that's just a me thing. I don't know how you feel about that.
But I have a different perception. Yeah. I mean, of course I love a tall man. Mm-hmm. But for some reason when you're eye to eye-ish with them, they tend to look off a lot of times.
That's something. Because it's Valentine's Day. It's a day for love, right?
It is.
And so that is a valid topic here,
I mean, sometimes like when you typically make and ironically, when it's the shorter guy, he's like,
that's true. The tall guys love the tall women.
He'll look
we'll speak on your behalf here.
They'll look like, okay, I'm trying to make eye contact with you, but
right. To that point, I love the creativity of the comments that shorter guys will come up with.
Yeah,
I've kind of heard it all.
Yeah. And I remember, one of our friends that, of course. Slam and I went to college together. We played basketball in college together.
Back in the day.
And I remember one of my close friends that played with played on the guys team. Mm-hmm. He told me that he's never, even though he might have liked taller women or even whatever woman he might have liked, he really didn't have to work because most people always came to him. So he's never really had to like and ask someone out.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Especially being an athlete. And it was a nice looking athlete at that time, I guess.
Like for me, with guys, and you guys can speak up for yourselves in the comments so we can have that conversation. But I've always thought maybe it's an intimidation thing. Like from my perspective, do taller guys feel intimidated with a taller woman? Now I know that's not a blanket statement across the board, but it appears to be common. Or
it is. It's more common because I actually receive more of a confidence coming from some men that are not as
tall. Yeah, and I would say the same. Like I've heard it.
But as I've gotten older, like some of the guys that are older than me, I see they'll look or but they don't say anything. But they'll just be like yeah. So, but I guess like when I went through the 20 plus to 40 era,
somewhere
there, 20 to 30 era, then you get but as they get older, the older ones will, make eye contact without saying anything. So open up your mouth.
Yeah. Tell us, give us some feedback.
Give us some nice feedback.
Yeah.
Because you say something bad, I'm going to say something.
Yes, you will. So enter at your own risk.
I'm working on it. I'm better, but
Something else I love is to see tall women. We talked about the heels, but rocking the heels. That's something, because it shows that you're confident with your height and you're willing and wanting to enhance it for the end goal of completing the look that you wanted to show for that day. Yeah. So, and that speaks a lot. I've heard other tall women who say that, how can you wear heels and why? And, for all the different reasons. And I'm saying coming from tall women. So we really want to open up the door to that. Like, even if you don't wear it, nowadays we can't really go anywhere. But, just kind of walk around the house, kind of feel yourself in it. We came up with a day, right? We spoke about show your shine. Yep. And that speaks to what we're talking about today, about loving your height, right? So I kind of like the love letters to height. What do you think, right? It's kind of cool. And I would like to read some of the love letters. Yeah. So, y'all, we're going to need you to help us create this love letter. And it should be so cool to just hear different perspectives and different things that you love about your height. All right. So send us your height love letters to us at heightdreams.com. Can't wait to hear from you. Mm-hmm. And also, drop it in the comments. We'll check that out too. We'd love to hear from you. Right. Height love letters, we're waiting to hear them. That's right. Happy Valentine. Happy Valentine. Keep it high.